And I think about what my life would have been like had I not gone into a mother and baby placement. And actually, my entire support network now came from that placement. And because I have her, and I built a relationship with like her friend introduced me to a whole other family, and literally my whole support network has come from that. And it was literally life-changing for me, because when I turned 18, you know, you kind of think like, that's it, it's just going to be you now, because I mean, no one really gets a family after they turned 18. But yeah, I mean, now I'm like, I got my family when I turned 18, not just my son, but a whole support network, and it's quite amazing, really. I became pregnant at 18. I'd left care, and I didn't really have anyone. I didn't have any family, not really any friends locally or anything. I was by myself a lot. And then so when I became pregnant, and I knew that the partner wasn't going to be involved, so it was just going to be me. And so, yeah, I mean, people were concerned, because obviously looking after a child is hard for anyone. And being a parent and being alone at my age was obviously a concern. And also because I had quite a history of post-traumatic stress disorder. So they were worried about all of that. And so they sort of, when I was sort of halfway through my pregnancy, mum and baby foster placement would be a good idea. They actually always described it as sort of having like if I had parents in that situation, what they would do. So sort of, she always described it as she looked after me so that I can look after the baby. And practically, like, she obviously helped me out a lot, which obviously had I not had her, I wouldn't have had someone to do that. I moved in pretty much the weekend before I had him, and so when I did, I struggled to let her do anything. She made sure I looked after myself, which was probably, actually, I look back at it now, and it was really important, because actually I was focusing so much on him. I mean, I wasn't really eating, and she was making sure that I was eating 3 meals a day. It was really, especially I think in the first 2 weeks, because I struggled with a lot of trust, it was very much she looked after me and I looked after him. And it was sort of after we sort of built that trust. I mean, we actually still have a relationship now. And she was during like the pandemic and things, she was someone I went to if I was like losing my mind with parenting. And she was, I mean, even now, like if I want to go out as someone by myself without a toddler, she'll look after him, and yeah, sort of gives me that mental break. So yeah, I mean, in terms of support, I think it's also teaching as well. I mean, it's a whole learning progress, parenting things, but she's looked after a lot of babies, and getting she helped me get him to sleep through the night, which was amazing. Placement is important because it sort of changes 2 lives, because it changes both the mums and the babies. Because like the mum, it gave me a family, and I mean, I'm so thankful that now he also has a bigger family than just me.